Actually started right at 7 o'clock this time. This doesn't happen very often. Because normally I'm not waiting like I am tonight. But, of course, before I start talking about anything else, I've moved recently. I don't know how, but it did. Hold on. You're gonna see it more than once. How about that? How annoying. Anyhow, fixed now. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. Got it. Nailed it. And now a word from a friend of mine. See, I'm going to do these all at the beginning or I will forget.
November is Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. I support pancreatic cancer research in memory of my brother, Daniel. You can change the course of pancreatic cancer for all of us by supporting research. Research for Daniel, research for those we've lost, research for patients, research for all of us. Donate today at pancan.org.
Yeah. Got that done too. And now I have to fix everything else because I can see myself for one thing, and I don't need to see myself. I need to see you. Now I can see you. Believe it or not, I can see through the camera. I see names. 5 fingers, high five. No, that's me. 5 fingers, high five. Kathy Huey, hey, hey. 5th chord, Jackalope, hello. Cheers. Music maestro. Probably too quiet. We'll see. We go. Multitasking, Sugar Kitty, Andrew Butler, Sugar Kitty Meow, Andrew Butler, hello. I don't know if 4-leaf still going on or not. Either way, this is what I usually do, so here we are. Tonight I have poured something slightly special, somewhat special, rather special. Some Angel's Envy, but wait, what's that say on it? 500 subscriber bottle, which I still have quite a bit of it, because I don't drink Angel's Envy that often. This was donated by John McGowan. Hopefully they're fine. I don't know where they are right now, but I hope they're well. Oof. It's right here, so I know where it is. And I have another one right here. Woodford. Woodford? Woodville? Wood. I'm a little tired. Because I have been doing too much, as I do. And this time of year doesn't care. It's just like, you know what? Screw you. I'm just going to feel tired always. I also have my watch on. That's going to feel weird for a bit. It's charging. Please let me know what you're drinking tonight. Doesn't matter what it is. I just don't like to drink alone. And if you saw the thumbnail, which I assume most of you did, there's stuff going on. Stacy sent us. Cool. Excellent. Thank you, Sugar. I think once I get some whiskey in me, I'll start to feel a little better, but man, there was some big news yesterday, and I just haven't really processed it yet. If you didn't know, you will now. But Irene Tan, Whiskey Mentors, I have a bunch of the bottles I'm doing in the raffle, the GoFundMe raffle, which is still going on. Link in the pinned comment. Also, remember to like and subscribe. There we go. Get that out of the way too. Well, she is going to become a blender at Crowded Barrel, which is part of the Whiskey Tribe, which is really weird. Andrew Butler, I was so tempted. I was so tempted to make some coffee. I didn't, though. Kathy Huey, stop it. I haven't opened mine yet. Part of me is thinking, oh, I'll do a video for it next year in March for St. Patrick's Day stuff. No, I will not. I will open it next month. Guaranteed, I'll open it before December 25th, 24th, 25th? The holiday. I haven't had this in so long. Papa KillCo in the house. Look out. Welcome there. Ow. So that's the big bugger all news that I found out recently, on top of the fact that the Whiskey Vault channel and the Whiskey Tribe channel are doing their own thing, which makes sense. So Whiskey Vault is mainly going to be Daniel's thing, and Whiskey Tribe is mainly going to be Rex's thing. Because that's really how it was supposed to be at the start. And this isn't supposed to be devastating or sad, but a lot of people are taking it that way. But if you've been dealing with the Whiskey Vault channel since the beginning, or at least early on, their initial reason for the channel was to promote Wizard Academy. Part of why I went to do the Psalm classes was because of that. And though Rex and Daniel were doing the videos, that was the main intent, was to bring more focus on the Wizard Academy, the nonprofit, the learning stuff. Nonprofit is the key word here, because there's a thin line when the IRS is involved. So what I'm glad to hear is that they're both doing different things now, so they can focus better, because it was, each of them were bleeding into each other's space in a good way. Like that, it was a co-op. It's like Rex would go to the vault, film with Daniel. Daniel would come to see Rex and film there for the tribe videos. They were trying to juggle too much. That's my thought process. You could tell, you could feel it, I could feel it. Where they were just trying to do so much work and they had so many obligations, and really it should be just like, hey guys, just there. Now you can both do your own thing, and you don't have to try to crisscross everything all the time and have everything line up and do this and that. It's like, okay, good. So I'd like to think they will both stabilize and feel less stressed, because that's really the worst part about it. Sure. It's been a while since I've watched either Abbott and Costello, but I know who you mean. I know what they did. Either way, I mean, hey, my channel is just me, so they should be just fine. And I know it's not like the end. I think a lot of people are taking it that way. It's just a change, and that's how it always is going to be with every single thing. Irene Tan, hello. Speak of the devil. Congratulations, although I think I told you, did I not tell you? Congratulations on being the blender with the crowded barrel. I can only wonder what kind of things you're thinking up already. I have enough of your bottles here to just be like, well, where is she going to pick from? And what is she going to mix together? And how much time is this going to take her to do? Oh my god. You've taken on so much work, I can't even. I got tired when I heard about it. I was like, oh god. Jeez. Yes. Kathy, you exactly. It wasn't, I think people just see that kind of decision as an end to something, when it's just, they're doing what they've continued to be doing, just slightly differently. And honestly, going back to, with the Vault channel, at least how things were supposed to be. Like the Vault channel is meant for the Whiskey Psalms to, like me, to look at. Like those were supposed to be videos where you could listen to Daniel talk about the whiskey, and then next time you're in the vault, if you jotted it down or you were curious and want to try it for research purposes, you could. And I still do that. I still watch vault videos with the intent of, all right, can I try that when I'm there next time? If it's still there. Be nice if it was. Oh, hi Bourbon fight. Oh, God. All right, so the big to-do, and the thing I have to like officially announce, is of course that Irene Tan has generously donated her time to promoting this fundraiser that I'm doing this month with a tasting with her, which I don't know, Irene, I don't know how to explain this next part, where like that was a big good thing before yesterday, and now part of me is just like, I don't know what's gonna happen. If I put this out there, I have no idea what's gonna happen now. Before I wasn't even sure, but now it's like, yeah, whoa. Big changes for you and many others. Yeah, that was surreal. That was. I've been trying to figure out how I feel because of that. Like just like the whole kind of what I think Roy said, serendipitous occasion, where like meeting you and Rex and Daniel and Cliff and John and Kelly at your grand opening. What did you say it was? October of 2019? Was it the 4th? You told me, and I'm just not looking at my phone now. But it was one of those kind of moments where everything just kind of clicked in a weird way. Like John and Kelly are doing Distillery. You, me, and Cliff are all whiskey somms. I do this. What are the odds? You have your store, you have your barrel picks. I mean, it's bonkers. It felt like that. Like I normally don't go out on the weekends. Sometimes I do go to your store, but only rarely. Because of just usually it's on the weekend. But when it's not, that's also nice. And then me being there for the video, which I hadn't forgotten about. I just wasn't certain what it would be about. And the surprise for me, it was of course learning that you're going to be the blender there, or doing blendings there with them, doing blendings for them. Need to figure out how to say those words, which would be awesome. And not more importantly, but also Ty and Moose are involved with making more single mom at Andalusia. So that was all like a big three. The big change for Rex and Daniel. Big change for you, and then a big change for Ty and Moose. And like all those things are somehow I have my hands on them in a very like slight way. Andalusia has been one of my favorite distilleries in Texas for a while now. I've been buying and receiving bottles from your store ever since you opened in 2019. And then, of course, I've been following along with the tribe, which tied all of this together in the first place with the Whiskey Vault videos. Well, the Whiskey Vault videos officially, but then the tribe came right after that. So it's weird. I don't know how to feel about it. It's all kind of, all these little things keep clicking in this odd little way. And I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do about it. I feel like I should do something. It's like, all right, all these good things are happening. I think part of me is just like skeptical now. It's like, good things are happening. Something's going to go wrong. I just don't know what yet. My brain goes. But what isn't bad and what isn't going wrong, I hope, is of course that I have this new, forgot the word, silent auction going on. So as I have said, I mentioned it. Now I have to make it official by making a thumbnail and everything. And Irene's here to officiate the whole thing that there is a silent auction going on for said tasting with Irene Tan. And the only thing you have to do is email me. And I feel like that's too big an ask, unfortunately. That's my main concern. The only thing you have to do is email me the amount you would like to auction. It's like a bid. I haven't done this before. You're bidding on this experience. And how it works is whoever has the highest bid will get that. And that bid will help me and my family out, which is awesome. There is, of course, still the GoFundMe going on. That's kind of slowed down a bit, just because that's what happens with fundraisers. There's a big push at the start, and then it slows down in the middle, and I'm going to have to push that more, but I really want to get the word out on everything that's just happened as of yesterday. Like Irene getting this opportunity. Do I want to call it an opportunity? I mean, it's amazing. I think you've wanted to blend for a while now. And you've been doing it as much as you can. Oh, excuse me. Goddamn. Yeah, it's wild. I like doing that. I like pouring whiskey for people who are interested in whiskey. You let me know if you have any like secret stashes. Let me know if let me know if I should stop by. There you go. I might pour some of that too. Hope. Okay, that's the other thing I'm supposed to say. I'm so good at this. I hope everyone enjoyed the video from last week. Please remember to like and comment and subscribe on that. Tell your friends, but mostly the GoFundMe and the silent auction. It's the only thing I get to talk about now. because it's a big deal. I don't know how to promote big deals, though. I know the biggest thing you can do as people who are here and watching this is promoting it yourselves. Like, that's the thing to do. Like, if you're already involved, if you've already donated, if you've already done that, then the next thing you can do is just help out by spreading the word about it. And I've mentioned this before, that if you want to get a better chance at the bidding for the silent auction, have 4 friends of you and 3 friends can try to put a bid on that. And if one of you gets it, then all 4 of you get to go. Because it is for 4 people. And that is still a technicality I'm confused by, because it's online and the whole concept there just starts to get fizzly in my head. Irene knows what's up. I'll talk with you more about it, of course, but I know it would feel really weird to have 4 people like stuck in one sofa talking to the camera for your tasting. It would work. It'd just be a little, uncomfortable. So I see it as this kind of thing. Zoom meeting type stuff. Oh, Irene, I forgot to ask you, have you gotten an email from Daniel about Monday's meeting? Because there is one. I don't know much about it. I don't know why, but I have an inkling of what it could be about. We'll see. So, please do that. The hardest part for me, at least what I feel like the hardest part is, you tell me, is the only way you can enter this silent auction is to email me your bid. And I don't think that's too much of an ask. Emails are fairly easy to do these days. They're almost as easy as text messages. Almost. Because I can't figure out any other way to do it that doesn't require more time than I feel like putting into it. Like trying to figure out some other way to make a private bid auction thing online. So right now it's just email. It's the easiest thing to do. Or if you wanted to, Instagram, you can message me there. But the solid way is to have it all in one place. And my email is not that hard to find. I'm announcing it everywhere. The other thing, of course, just to keep going, is the GoFundMe. So those are the 2 things you can share. Please. All I can do is ask you for sharing the GoFundMe. Get your friends who like whiskey in on that. There are a bunch of Irene Tan bottles, coincidentally. And then, of course, the tasting. It's a very Irene-oriented thing overall. I didn't plan it that way, technically, but that's how it turned out. And I know part of this was just to share the whiskey from this area, especially Irene's bottles that you cannot get unless you come over here, or maybe know someone who will ferry them over to you. But that's it. I mean, there's no other way to get them, really. But what I'm trying to do in my own little way is share that with the rest of the community. I need water. I'm talking too much. I do have a nice pour, or a celebratory pour, we'll call it. The Angel's Envy, I was just curious about. I haven't had it in so long. And I can tell there's wine was used, which I don't think I could do before. What I'll be pouring next, this one. Gold Spots. Haven't had that in a while. As you can see, it's doing well. I do share these, so I'm not drinking all this. Whenever you see a bottle that's halfway gone or more, I very likely didn't drink all of that. Only a few occasions that it happens. Oh, everything jumped. Mr. Jigs, cheers. Hello. You're welcome. Right? 6 weeks. Well, I was at the Bastards Ball too, but I was also in my own, I was in my own mindset. Like, there was so much of the Bastards Ball that was going on that I just missed. Partially because I was volunteering, so I was just somewhere else. And part of it was just I couldn't deal with being around that many people. I just couldn't. I don't know what it was. I mean, it's me. It's always just me being that problem, but it sometimes gets worse. And I think all the travel and that many people was just... So I barely really experienced the Bastards Ball. I wish I had snuck in for any kind of meeting of the minds as far as the Whiskey Tribe, but oh well. I already had a pretty good idea. Oof. Just from some of the hints. Didn't take much to figure that out. Ugh. It's mostly just your final reveal. I still don't completely understand silent auctions, but I know it's bid high. Yeah, bid once, bid high. That's it. That's how silent auctions seem to work. Is you, the person who wants to bid for this specific thing. This is a very specific thing. This is a very not your norm to be able to get this opportunity. You just bid. Like, you email me what you want to bid for this tasting, and whoever happens to bid the highest will be the one who gets it. That's it. It's simple. Mom, are you in here? I didn't see you pop in. There you are. Hi. Hello. Yeah, bid once, bid high. It's the easiest way to get it. That's how it works. It's weird. I've never been to an auction before of any sort, other than, like, games. I don't think that really counts. Gary White, hello. Welcome. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I was caught slightly off guard by getting that email, but I also wasn't surprised that I did. You know? I'm curious to see what will happen. Spear and Hunter oriented. That's right. Spirit Hunter. Where the heck did he get that bow? Yeah, it's no real surprise he had it, but it was just hilarious. Tater Dom, hello. Welcome. So I'm trying to sum everything up in my head here. Yeah, all I'm doing is like putting out the call to viewers and subscribers and members and patrons and all of that is the best way you can make. I can only do so much with this. I can like here it is there, and I can only promote it so much before I think people start to get irritated by it. So if you want to share anything, if you could help, there's the word, if you could help me with this, share the fact that the GoFundMe is going on, share the fact that there is this very unique opportunity to have a private tasting online with Irene Tan. You and 3 of your friends, as they say. And the terms of the auction are simple. Email me. The title of the email has to say bid, and then the amount that you are bidding. Simple as that. Whoever has the highest bid will win. Shh, don't tell anyone. That's really priceless, yes. It's pretty funny. I mean, I know they had a whiskey thief on site, but like, you just happen to have a bow lying around somewhere. I know they've used that before, for some reason or another. So not surprised at all that they had that. But yeah, that's the range we're talking. I haven't said that out loud yet, and that is an option. I will not. I'm not going to stop anyone from bidding more than once. It's not like it's one and done. But if you bid, and maybe a week later something happens, and you want, oh, you know what, I'm going to bid higher. Make sure I get that spot. It's an option. It's an auction, man. Auctions are weird. Except I'm the auctioneer. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Hello? That looks great. That's good. I like that one. It'll be good, though. I'm curious to see how it goes. Oh, and of course, I have to throw in the long term. If you'd like to support the channel long term, ow, ha, ha, ha. Even the lower proof stuff, how? Yeah, if you can make it in person, it's better. But I'm putting it out there for just because of the scope of this. It's mostly being said it's an online one, but if you do want to make the trip, that's the thing. You can do that. That's not what's included. Getting you there is not part of it. Getting yourself there for the tasting, that's cool. I feel like I shouldn't put this down. That mindset where I put something down, I forget it's there. Oh. But we'll see. Again, this is like the first time I've had to do a silent auction, and I know I wish there was a better way to do it that wasn't so overly complicated. It's one of those things where I would have to put more effort into trying to get it set up for it to be worthwhile. Like, there are plenty of places where you can bid and, you know, silent auctions and eBay and stuff, like that kind of thing. But when we're talking about something that's not an item, you know, it's not a thing, it's an experience, it gets a little more difficult. I feel like there's something I could use, but I can't find it. I've looked numerous times now to find something where it's like your basic info, and then you push it, like send, and boom, it shows up in my mail. So the only thing I thought, I was like, well, if I can't just have that happen, just email me, please. If you really want this experience, bid high, bid often. Bid what you can when you can. How's that? But other than that, being the don't tell me no time. Yes, I like that. That's the one's over there, isn't it? Yeah, that's the fireside. I didn't know the other one. We didn't have time to talk about it. But I'll have to somehow get the bottle you had from was it Finland, or am I thinking something else? The one you and Rex were having in the video from yesterday. I know I tried a little bit of it, and I liked it, but this is also at the end of the tasting. I was tired then, and I'm tired now. It's really annoying, folks. I will say, I had the impulsive need suddenly to clean off my stove. So that's good. No idea why that happened, but I never know why that happens. It's alright. Wasn't even that dirty. Bye, Mom. Love you, bye. Okay, love you, bye. It might be. Did I have trouble with that one? Oh, I didn't. That was the one I didn't want to have shrapnel. Yeah, that was this week's past video. It didn't shrapnel. The shrapnel one, of course, is, or used to be, Knob Creek. I don't think they have that anymore. Yeah, sure you got it. You want to see the one I got? This is impressive. That is like a giant frosting thing. I can't even, like, there's no tab. It looks like they were supposed to be. There isn't. This one, though I would like to open this at some point, it's not really jumping to the front of the line right now. Ugh. This is actually one of the very rare, not rare, but Irene, I don't even I've mentioned this, but there's like a roadie barrel brotherhood in my area. I don't know if I'm really interested in it. This is the first bottle I got just because my dad got it for me, but it's a rare character. Have you dealt with them before? Single barrel, straight rye whiskey finished in an Amburana cask. 55%. So as much as I'd like to try that at some point soon, because my dad did get it for me, and it is a local barrel pick thing, that wax is not encouraging me to get it. I feel like I have to actually try to open it before I record it because it would take me so long to get through that. Got the U. I know. You know what? You know what I'll tell you guys? This is a secret. Don't tell anyone. So I have this bottle of Redbreast PX here. I bought it recently. I think it was $90. I shouldn't have done it. I did it. I went in there recently to pick out a different bottle for a video that's coming up in 2 weeks. No, not next week. Yeah, 2 weeks. Not this week, next week. If I can get it in time. But guess what? When I went into that same liquor store where I got this one and looked at the glass case again, I have another. I don't like this feeling. I haven't opened this. I did drink the first bottle I got of this very quickly. It is very gone. That's why I got this one. And this is one of the very few times where I do not need to get 2 bottles. I don't. I do not need more than 1. I know this, but I want both of them. This is the very greedy part of me. This is one of the redbreast problems I have. Is I want more redbreast. I think 4-Leaf knows what that's like. Redbreast is one of those whiskeys, man. Oh. One of the very few. I mean, there are going to be more and more as time goes on, but especially that. The PX, I don't know what it is, but I mean, other than it's PX finished, but so good. I'll open it right now. No! I will have some Gold Spot instead. Just a close second. It's not quite the same, but... And I saw the price of the red spot. I don't know who watched my who's seen my Instagram recently. 400 followers on Instagram. Ow, that's my shoulder. That hurts. I shouldn't do that. Ugh. That was weird. What I need to do somehow is I need to figure out a better way to promote things. Because my idea of promoting in social media stuff is just the very few options I have that seem to work. Which is Facebook, Instagram, well, technically Twitter, which I don't really want to use anymore. So I've switched to using Threads. Which is almost the same thing, it's just as annoying. A lot of Facebook, unfortunately. What I need to do is get my own webpage, but that requires a whole bunch of effort into trying to do that. I think I have an address. I just don't remember what the heck it is. My dad knows. Papa KillCo knows, if he's still here. There's just nothing there. Creating a website is not my, not what I'm known for, to say the very least. I could do it, but like everything on the internet, it costs money to do it. Grand. It feels weird to me. It feels like I've been doing this GoFundMe for a while now. And in a way I have been. Except that that's only because I started it at the end of last month. And today is the 12th? They're almost halfway through the month. But it feels like I've been doing it for longer. The good thing is, well, I'm still eager to hit the goal of the GoFundMe. We've already hit the initial goal from last year. So the initial amount I put in for the giveaway last year was $2,000. We hit that, which is good. But I feel like we can hit 4,000. I don't know if we can. But I'd like to get as many people in on this as possible because it's a good deal. Like this is my big yearly fundraiser giveaway thing. I'd like to make it as prominent as I can for now. This is only the second year. That's the other thing. So next year, if I do it again, it'll be the same. It'll be like the whole idea of keeping some bottles, if I have extra, donated bottles, that sort of thing. For a raffle in November to raise funds for my folks. We'll see. Life is strange. And of course, the real big thing is going to be this. I mention this almost every stream now. Freaking Flaviar Advent Calendar. Donated by Mama KillCo. The other important part. Tater Dominator. Redbreast 15 versus Clonakilty 15. I do like me some Redbreast, but I also like Clonakilty, and that's also Irene's fault. You know that. See, I don't know. I'm not even a huge fan of Redbreast 15. That's the funny part. But your Clonakilties are, yeah. You know, I don't need to tell you. I think the Redbreast 15 was priced there too. I don't remember what it was. was ridiculous is what it was. I saw, like, I'm still baffled in my head by the fact that I went to a liquor store and saw a red spot for double the price I saw it in 2019, 2020 maybe. But it's hard for me to understand how the price of something can double within a matter of years. Double. And I'm talking almost $300 double. Not like, you know, it went from 25 to 50. Redbreast itself went up at least $10. Like the regular 12-year. It was $50 for a little while, and that was annoying because I was like, man, $50? I'll still buy it. And now it's 60. I'm going, what happened? Nothing should spike that fast. What I'm looking for, as far as Irish whiskey redbreast stuff, is I'm looking for a redbreast cask strength because I'm still sad about the one I have over here. And I'm not even touching it. I'm very upset with it. I'm ignoring it. I don't mean to, but I know I am. I have this redbreast 12 cask or redbreast cask strength I could drink, except it wasn't a good batch. It was a bad batch. I forget what it was. I could try to find it, but I don't feel like it. I don't want to dig through my shelves there. Another thing I have to worry about is getting new shelving at some point. There we go. There's my muse right there, Zambu. Yay! Yeah, that was the bottle I was talking about. The one that you and Rix were drinking. I think it was. I'm blanking out on the video yesterday now. I believe I rewatched it earlier. Just trying to get my head around what the hell happened. That's still like, I'm still in a daze about it. My concern is, I think my brain went to, I don't know where I fit into this. Like, I'm not involved directly, but I feel like I'm on the outskirts going like, whoa, what just happened? Because I've been part of the tribe for a long time. I've been part of, I'm a whiskey sommelier now, so that's got to count for something. Well, it does count for something. I just like to belittle myself there for some reason. Like to. There's the fact that I'm so close to your store that I can get whatever I want from there, you know, so to speak. It's weird. It's real weird. Like, I don't know what to do with myself now. Nothing's really changed in my world, but I like to think that my promoting everything has been good. You know, I've been talking about all these things just because. Yes, that is the other thing. I was not impressed with Red Spot. I did enjoy it. I drank the whole thing, but the spots do not. The only spot that actually stands up in my head is the green spot. I like that one. Which I think I still have. Ooh, if I don't, that's probably why I have this. Come to think of it. Heck yes, you level 2 song. Yeah. Should go for level 3 at some point. Zambu, we got to get you to Irene's once things on your end have been finalized. If they are going to be finalized. I hope they are. You know what I'm talking about. I do something. I feel like I should celebrate in some way because of everything that's happened, even though I'm not inherently directly involved. But I have a feeling more will be talked about with that concept or what I'm trying to think of in my head for tomorrow. We'll see. Well, I'll see. You guys will be in the dark for a bit. Well, I put something in, I think it was the Tribe Facebook group, where it feels really surreal to, like, make very, not specific choices. Like, it feels like life should be something where you're working up to doing something specifically for a reason. And then you get to the goal at some point, or, you know, you succeed. And I think back to 4 years ago in 2019, where Rex and Daniel announced on their Patreon, hey, they're going to be landing in Rhode Island. And my brain just going, whoa. The hell? And that's how it all kind of started to really roll on. I'd already decided I was going to start making videos as a thing, like doing this. Live streams came later. But video making was the first step. Like official video making. And from there, I went to Irene's store, met Irene, met Daniel and Rex for the first time, met Cliff, met Kelly and John, who are going to be reopening a distillery in Rhode Island now. Also, I gotta say, I'm not one to go out very much, but if I know some distillers who are like 30 minutes away, they have a bar and an adorable dog, and whiskey, lots of whiskey. I mean, like people, I don't like to socialize. I've said this. I'm not a very social, interactive person in the real world. So the fact that there's like this drag now, like Irene going to your store, that's a social thing I do because I want to, and that's not an easy thing for me to do, but it's always enjoyable and rewardable. There's a certain feeling that happens. It's a good feeling. I don't know which word. So there's all these little things to look forward to now in this weird way. Part of me is like, Irene, so you're gonna have samples that are gonna be sent to you here, right? So when should I stop by? Just to be there, just to sample what's going on. I'm curious. That's all. I also have to point out the humor that one of the bottles in the GoFundMe anyway is this one. Magnificent Beast, Jackalope. There's only one I didn't get. I didn't get the Hydra. I think it was too expensive. Like the Hydra, I have the Jackalope, I have the Phoenix, and the only one I didn't get was the Hydra. Because again, price. And I think it went like that. I think. I know I've tried it. Yeah, I tried it at Bastard's Ball when I was down there, and I didn't really care for it, honestly. I don't know what I didn't like about it, but it wasn't something that made me go, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It was more like, well, that's different. Moment. But everything jumped again, damn it. Brooklyn, New York. Next Sunday. Jesus. That's wild. Oh, you know what? Ben could be there for that. I'm not going to remember to tell him that. Hold on. I don't even know where Brooklyn is compared to where Ben is. God damn it. Do it. Yeah. YouTube channel is not like, this is the weird part. There are very, hold on, I'm trying to think. There are not a large amount of whiskey tube channels that are whiskey somms. There is Whiskey Crusaders, where all three of them are whiskey somms, and then there's me, well, I'm a whiskey somm. I'm trying to think who else might have one. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. I don't think Whiskey Dick is one. I'm not sure. I don't even think it's Bourbon Night. I don't think they did it. They talked about it. They talked about doing it. I don't think they did. It's not a must. Like, to start a YouTube channel about whiskey, you don't need to have that. It just helps. And in my mind, it was just a good reason to get into the whiskey vault. That was the first thing. Now it's more like, oh yeah, and I'm part of this community that's doing all this stuff. Trying to grow my channel, trying to grow my entrepreneurshipness. There we go. That was a word I just made up. Oh, her store is in Canterbury, Connecticut. About an hour's drive, hour 10, 15 from where I'm at. I was there yesterday. By the way, the drive home sucked. It wasn't terrible. It was just, I hit, for the first time ever, Irene, I hit 2 detours. One was, there had been an accident of some sort at this intersection where that Dunkin' Donuts is. I think you know what I'm talking about. So I had to go off to the right for that. Actually, it was to the left. Off to the left and loop around and then get onto the road that I wanted to be on. And then the other one was some kind of construction, I think, where it just was like, you cannot go this way, go that way. And I just ended up down some really back road type situation. And it added an extra like 10 to 15 minutes to the whole ride. It was weird. It was dark. It was fun overall. Woo! So you gotta bust out the good stuff at some point, Zenboon. Should all go well. Yeah, you mentioned a few how to live in a condo, new house situation thing, and my brain's going, I don't know. I don't understand any of it. Chat's doing a thing tonight. Keeps jumping. It's not like I'm watching it scroll down. It's just going, huh. Nice. I get some rest. Sleep is good. I enjoy it when I can get it. That was fine. I mean, it was really random. Oh yeah, it was just one of those like, what? One of those things where it's like, and now I get to go home and okay, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I'm almost home. What the hell is this? Oh my! Happened twice. If it was just once, I wouldn't have given a shit. But since it was twice, it's like, what the hell is happening? Saturdays, man. That's why I don't go out. Too much crazy, weird shit can happen. Yes. Yeah, Zenboon's okay for the drive. If I drive 2 hours to get anywhere, I stay there overnight. And then I go back. Not the next day. I'll probably stay there for 2 or 3 days if I can. I can do that if I go to Texas, because it's a very big place. You have to drive 2 hours to get anywhere. But because of my Rhode Islanditis-ness, I'm making up all kinds of words tonight. Feeling like I have to drive somewhere is exhausting. Also, 4-leaf whiskey. Hello. 4-leaf, tell your friends about this experience they can have. And the waffle. Oh, if you're curious what's in the GoFundMe raffle, the link, the item should be listed down there underneath this video format stream thing. I think it's still 13 or 14 items, with maybe 1 or 2 more showing up. Alright, finishing off this stream. Thank you for all the little hearts, I see that. I got my gold spot here. I haven't had this in a minute. 51.4%. 4-leaf, this is your fault. We've had a conversation about Redbreast. We summoned you here. You felt the call. Do it! Irene, enjoy the block. Thank you for stopping in. Tell your friends. Irene Tan, tasting. Silent auction. Do it. Yoza. That was a loud one. Oh, wow. That was more than I wanted. But that's okay. It's exactly what I wanted, apparently. More than I intended, but exactly what I wanted. Yeah, Tater Don, you're not going to drive there anytime soon. It's a waffle, not a waffle. Waffle. Oh, it is. Burn Bounty, hello, cheers. Schwelko, god damn it, there we go. I suggest you fly. Cripes. I do have future travel plans, if you want to talk about that kind of thing. There is a hope to go out to Missouri. There's a couple things in the air in my mind. It's all a matter of funds, though. Always. Because there are things I want to do, but considering I am doing a fundraiser, that isn't the easiest thing to do. And honestly, I shouldn't do them. One of them is visiting a friend of mine in Missouri. The other one is the urge to visit Scotland and Ireland and all that. And what was going on this weekend? Roy and his bunch over there doing stuff. Hell, Scotch in the Bayou's over there right now, if I'm remembering correctly. Was her birthday recently? Something along those lines. They're having lots of fun over there. Without me. It's alright. The sheer thought of going overseas is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Waffle. Haven't had that in a while. Oh, it burns. Wait now. There we go. Glasgow Whiskey Festival. Top that off with another class or two that I've thought about going to at Wizard Academy. The hell. And there were other things. I know Irene Tan mentioned one or two different certifications or class type things I could go through. I don't know what they were. I don't remember. I bet I looked it up. Like a stewardship or something like that. Bourbon steward? Does that sound right? That sounds about right. We'll see. Again, everything is always money, and, well, the only time that happens for me is if you... I'm doing a plug, sorry. Patreon, channel members, super chats, which are a thing now. But again, reminder, I'm very happy that anyone can do a super chat now. It's great. But you have to keep in mind that if you donate a super chat today, I very likely will not see it until the end of next month. It's very weird. I understand why it takes so long. But either way, though, I'm happy to get it. It's almost a good thing. YouTube's like, we're going to hold on to this for you until we give it to you. You behave until you do. Don't spend it right away. We're going to hold it until you're ready. In a month now, I'll probably be ready. Cool. I think it said, what, the 21st through the 26th this month? I will actually get the first official monetized NIS from memberships, mostly. But as you can see, there's always the option of the Mega Chats or the Venmo PayPal options. Those go directly to me, though. The only reason I'm not doing those through Super Chats is because YouTube gets a cut, and it would take another month to actually show up. Everything is always money, man. It's stupid annoying. I want to make some videos, or at least something, to talk about my situation, because my situation is not bad, but there's a reason I'm doing this. And it is financial. Like, honest goodness, it always has been. From monetization to everything I'm trying to do. Patreon monetization, memberships now. The other things I have to, like, figure out are memberships. And membership, where's the other thing? Oh, merch, which is the thing you can do. I'm wearing one of my shirts right now, actually. Subtle that. Thank you, Shirky. Exactly what I'm talking about. It's all just to... It's to do things. Like, that's the idea of the channel is, one... No, the big one is to neutralize my debt. That's the big one. It's not terrible, but it's not good. And it's not going away anytime soon, considering my problem. Redbreast PX, I'm thinking about you right now. You son of a gun. Like, that kind of thing doesn't happen very often, thankfully, but trips to Texas, I didn't spend a lot of money there on bottles, but I have spent a good amount over the time to pick them up there. Mom and Dad are very supportive in that regard. Just recently, there was a bottle from Andalusia that was a special release that I just barely snagged one, and that should be showing up here in a month or so, I think. Probably, I don't know how long it'll take to get here. I don't usually do shipping, but I will not be going back to Texas until maybe October of next year. Or the Bastards Ball, of course, but that's a maybe. There's no guarantee on that anymore. Too many things have changed, so I try to be as upfront and blunt about why I'm doing things and what I'm doing them for, and trying to make a living is the big one. And the living is this. Drinking all the whiskey I can. And mostly just supporting what's happening here. Like all of us out there. We now have a online community of many people. And I think the best thing that I could do for myself, other than just supporting myself, is if people wanted to help me do stuff. Because as someone who doesn't like to do things very often, it's a very... I don't know if the word's juxtapose, but... it'd be nice to do these things. I think it was like the idea of There was a YouTube channel called Worth It. And though they were funded in some way, their whole thing was to find the best restaurant for like the price. So it was the low price, the medium price, and the high price establishments of the same thing. So let's say a burger, low price burger, mid price burger, high price burger. And that was what they did. Like they went around just doing that, going to different places and interviewing the owners and talking about their food and why they're doing the stuff. And that I would not do that, but I would love to just go places and try stuff. Even though I'm not a huge fan of traveling, there are places I want to see and things I want to do, and the how to do that is the mystery. And if I can get the support of people who like what I'm doing to help me do that, I think that would be the ideal situation, because I would be able to do them, and people who watch this stuff, watch me, would be able to also see what the hell's going on in one way or another. Wouldn't that be nice? It'd be nice to me. I'd like to think other people would enjoy it. I do have a certain, like a nice little nook in my heart somewhere for doing the travel live streams where I'm just in a hotel. It's like, hi, I'm not where I should be right now. This feels weird. I have an odd feeling when I'm in hotel rooms, because it's just like, oh, no one knows me here and no one's going to bother me. Nothing's really happening. It's fairly quiet. If I go to the right place. I'm also very picky about where I stay on purpose. There has to be a certain amount of quiet. But that's the long-term goal. We've been doing this for, what, 4 years now? So far, so good, especially with the news from yesterday. The fundraiser, get to share all the whiskey I have, and I cannot drink it all, as I've said numerous times. And then next month is going to be the wild one. Good God. But mostly I want to try to focus on the moment. Is getting videos up for this month, next month, the GoFundMe, and of course, I almost called it the Secret Santa. No, the silent auction is the big deal. That's the big surprise thing for this month. And I hope someone will put a decent bid, whatever that might be. Again, this is something that normally would cost $2,000. And whatever the high bid is, if it's that or more, it might be less. That's the thing. You could do it for less. Granted, less is still $2,000 is the what it could be, but anywhere between there. Like the bid is not set. It's not like a minimum bid right now. You could bid $10 right now. Don't. Like 100 would be cool. But it's good to know. Like I think it's good to know that it would normally cost someone $2,000 to do this. And you can now bid that. You can now bid less. Granted, someone's going to bid higher. So you have to think about that too. And I think that does help a little bit, knowing that this is a $2,000 deal that you can now get for less than that. But you still have to figure out where to bid. Someone could just be like, you know what, I'm going to bid $199. Wait, $1,999. Wait, $1,999. They would win. But, yeah. I guess I'll have to start doing that. That'll help. Talking about how this is a $2,000 thing you can do, and now you could bid less than that to get it. Still complicated. I can't pretend it isn't. Oh, everything moved again. There is no high bid. Like right now, I tell people that it's 2K. You could bid, but I don't know what the high bid is right now. I haven't checked. And there is no high bid. Because again, I'm promoting it more now, and I'll be promoting it more in the future. So right now, any bid could do it. Now again, I'm saying I should probably say the minimum of 100 right now would be a nice start. I don't want someone being like, I'm going to donate $1 for this. Like, no, man, that's not cool. I bid $1. It's like, come on, what are you doing? More until Janky streams, yeah. I may attempt to do the thought process for that kind of thing. One, there's still funds to stay different places, but I have a car that still works for now. And some travel musings that are just on the road, like going to hotels and staying there for like long weekends or midweek plans. That'd be kind of fun. Like there's the Litchfield? Yeah. The video I did this week is a Connecticut distillery. I could go hang out over there, see what that's about. Now, fifth quarter tailgate. Now, there is not one that I know of right now, but I'm also not looking at anything. I haven't checked since the stream started. So who knows? With that, make your bids, place your bets, share with friends, the GoFundMe at least. Talk about the opportunity to get a rare tasting with Irene Tan, who's now going to be doing a lot more stuff with the Whiskey Tribe and Whiskey Vault and Crowded Barrel, or actually Whiskey Tribe / Crowded Barrel. Yeah, a lot of this is going to be resting on you guys helping me out. Not just donating, but sharing, telling friends, making this a thing that more people can enjoy. My voice is going. Well, there you have it, folks. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you up there. Boop. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.